Alright, and welcome to this video. Now in this video we're going to go over alpha male traits and why women respond to each of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some alpha male traits, say why they're good, and say why women respond to each of them, and break down exactly, why they like them so much. Okay, now one of the first ones I want to mention is, if you read this word alpha and you have an emotional reaction to it, you're already fucking up. Okay, you have to think, why do you have an emotional reaction to a word? All it is a bunch of letters put together, sounds to make a word that we understand, right? So that is one alpha male trait that you need to actually learn, and that is to be a little bit more stoic. Okay, stoicism. So for those who don't know what stoicism is, or to be stoic, it's basically controlling your emotions. So if you read this word alpha and think, what the fuck, alpha is so weird, so creepy, so whatever, you have a negative reaction to it, that immediately tells me that you're not as stoic as you should be, because you should not be reacting to certain words like that. Okay, now if you're a woman and you're reading this, then I understand a little bit more, but as a guy, you cannot react to this. You got to be stoic. Okay, and this goes for obviously outside of this context as well. So I'm going to put number one, stoic. Okay, well, let's make it proper. To be stoic. Okay, control your emotions. Okay, it's all about control. Of course we're going to feel, we're guys. Okay, we're going to feel emotions. That's fine, there's no problem with that. I woke up this morning, I felt tired. Okay, when I go to the gym, I feel, let's say, aggressive. If I talk to a girl that I like, I feel a little bit nervous. Fine, okay, absolutely fine. But control is the biggest thing. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through all the traits, and then I'm going to go into why women respond to each of them. Okay, so be stoic. Okay, don't react. Non-reactive. It's super important. Okay, the next alpha male trait is leader. Again, let's put it properly. To be a leader, okay? What does that mean exactly? Well, it means, if you're talking to someone, you are directing the conversation in a way. You're in control of it. That's number one. Physically, you're leading in terms of being physical. And especially if you're going on a date, for sure you have to be the leader. Okay, you have to decide where, when, whatever. Okay, that's just how it is. That's what women respond to. Okay, so let's say decision maker. I didn't want that to be in red. I need to keep it all different colors. Yeah, decision maker. Okay, effectively, that's what it is. All right. The third one is no filter. Okay, let's put that here. No filter. Okay, so when you're talking, the last thing you want to be doing is managing your language to please the other person. Okay, you need to be open in your, how can I say it, open in your communication and expression. I think that's the best word to say, expression. Okay, so for example, what I mean by that is, you're talking to a girl and you want to say a joke, and it's a little bit risky. Maybe it's a bit sexual. Maybe it's a little bit rude. The worst thing you can do is not say it. Okay, now before I continue, I obviously want to say, don't just say random shit to random girls where you have no built relationship. Okay, if you're talking to a girl and after a minute you start talking about sex, expect to receive a negative reaction unless she's super interested in you. Okay, but try not to have filters with girls that you've been speaking to for maybe 10-15 minutes. Okay, you've built some kind of connection. She knows you're not a weirdo. If you go in full blast straight away, she's going to think, who the fuck is this? But on the other hand as well, make sure that you're expressing yourself positively and negatively. For example, if I go and speak to someone and I was like, okay, so cool, where are you from? And she says, I don't know, the Netherlands, right? Okay, now I have no problem with the Netherlands. In fact, I quite like the country. However, just to spice things up a bit, I might be like, oh yeah, fuck that country, blah, blah, blah. Now that is okay. But what I'm doing is I'm looking at her reaction to it, okay? If she gets offended, okay, and you can see enough micro expressions in her face or her words, I'll take a step back. I'm like, you know what, I'm only joking, you know, I'm just having a good night, that's all, so I'm a bit crazy. Okay, anyway, and then I'll move on with the conversation. But what is likely to happen is she's going to start defending her country. Like, what do you mean? No, it's such a good country, why do you say that? That's investment, that's emotional investment from her. She's reacted to something I've said. Basically, I've teased her. But we want that. We want her to emotionally react to us. And again, if it's negative, we alter it. We kind of roll with it. We don't continue if she's genuinely offended. But in that kind of situation, it can turn very playful. Okay? Because then you can be like, well, what do you think about my country? And, you know, then she can teach you about that. And that's good. That's a good start. Okay? So be open in your communication. Don't worry about swearing in front of the girl as well. They can handle it. In fact, I do recommend, if you're expressing something negative, to say a bad word. Like, oh yeah, fuck the rain, it's raining today, I fucking hate that shit. Okay? That will actually waken her on the inside as well. Especially with good eye contact too. It's powerful. Okay, the next one. Simple. Goals. You gotta have goals, okay? Gotta have some kind of vision, some kind of purpose in life. Now, if you're a student, your goal is to finish university, okay? And whatever else after that, a job or business, whatever. If you're working, your goal is to go to the next step. Like, are you looking for something else? If you're not, okay, you need to. As a guy, you need to know what's the next step. Kind of never be satisfied, okay? What's next? It's adventure. Women like adventure, okay? So it's all about adventure, and also it's all about security as well. If she sees herself with you, she needs to know that you have some kind of, you know, vision. Next one. Where are we now? Unapologetic. Okay. I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. You say something, again, let's tread the line very carefully. You say something and you don't apologize for your opinion. Okay? As long as it's not proper offensive, don't apologize for your opinion. Okay? Now, again, you know, we're talking about simple things, right? We're talking about music, for example, or movies. So if you said to her, "Oh, what kind of movies do you like?" She's like, "Oh, I love, I don't know, love and romance movies." Okay, you can just turn around and be like, "Really? Oh my god, I hate them. Like, they're so annoying." That's good, okay, because it's something a bit playful. You can play on that, and that's fine. But if you said something which may be deemed as sexual harassment or racist, then you probably may have to apologize, or better still, not say it. Although, disclaimer, some girls like dark humor and they can take it, but until you know the girl a little bit better than just 5 minutes, I don't recommend doing that. But again, you know, if you do, you can always apologize and just make up an excuse like, I'm just having a good night, whatever, okay? But it's all about micro expressions. You need to do it. Okay, humor is the next one. Again, self-explanatory. Make her laugh. Don't be a clown. Okay, that's cute. Make her laugh. Don't be a clown. Humor is something that a lot of guys think they have, but they actually don't, because they've not been told by their friends that they're not funny. They just maybe a little bit stupid. So make sure you're humorous and not a clown. The next one, again, is very self-explanatory, and it is social. Social. Be social. Everyone's your friend. Make friends with everyone. Okay, that's basically it. Everyone is your friend. If you go to a bar or a club or whatever, or an event, you're all there for the same reason, to have fun. So basically, they are all these strangers are friends that you've just not met yet. All right. So that's the kind of attitude that you want to have. And the last one is, this sounds a little bit fruity, but we're going to put it in anyway. Here's rules. You got to go by your rules, okay? Again, this ties in with being a leader and being confident as well, but you got to have your rules and you lead by them. You roll with them, okay? So if you're, you know, if there's something you want to do, if you want to go to the toilet, if you want to go to the bar with her, you just follow your rules. She's coming into your life, right? Your life is so good that she's coming into it, okay? So she has to abide by your rules, okay? It does tie in with leadership, to be fair, but it's more of an attitude, to be honest. Being confident in yourself and your decisions. Let's put self-confidence self-confidence in your decisions. It's quite a difficult one to explain, to be honest, his rules. But you go by your rules, not by her rules. Okay? Okay, and that ties in with leadership. Right, so we have these, how many do we have? 8. Oh, we have 8. Okay, cool. We have 8. Now the question is, so why do women respond well, to these traits? Okay, there you go. So why do women respond well to these traits? Let's put that there. Well, I've messed that up, but never mind. Alright, so, stoic. Why do women respond well to a man who is stoic? Well, number one, because they are not. And they don't have to be, and that's absolutely fine as well. They don't have to control their emotions, because there's no real consequence to them. Whereas for us, there is, you know. We'll be judged, we'll either be attacked violently. We need to control our emotions, okay? Also, think of yourself as a cliff, and the waves are crashing into the cliff. Forget global warming, but the cliff is standing strong and not being destroyed by the waves, okay? The waves are the women, the cliff is us. Or the waves are situations, difficult situations. So, women also want to look to us to be their rock, alright? Regardless of girlfriend or just a girl that you're seeing, they need to know that you are the rock. That when shit hits the fan, you are there to support her. Okay, so it's all really about support and someone to lean on. Okay, support, someone to lean on. I am really fucking up this. Someone to lean on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there. Okay, that's basically stoic. So you have to have it. Leader, okay, because women don't want to be the leader. They don't want to be the decision maker. They don't want to be the one who has to choose where to go on the date. If you ask them, 99% of them will be like, no, I want the guy to do it. The 1% may say, oh no, I want to be the leader. Yeah, well, they're not the kind of girls that you're going to want to be with long term, because they're going to be a headache. So, leadership. Women want to take the second seat, the passenger seat, whilst the guy does the leading, okay? Now, is that 100% of the time? No, okay? But it's at least 90% of the time, alright? And that doesn't mean not listening to the girl. So if you want to go and eat some pizza and she says, oh, really, like, you know, I had pizza yesterday, I don't really want to eat pizza today. Okay, well, don't be a dick. Be like, alright, you know what, cool, let's not have pizza. How about some kind of Chinese food then? Okay, cool, whatever, okay? Or even when you go or you're organizing a date, you can suggest 2 ideas. Okay, you can say to her, listen, I know a really good pizza restaurant and a really good American restaurant, okay? You can choose which one. In that way, you're still making a decision. You're still being a leader, but you're also giving her the option as well, which is actually kind of nice as well, you know, sometimes to do. So, yeah, okay, so be a leader, decision maker. Girls like it just because so they don't have to. It's too much stress for them, okay? And again, as a guy, we can handle it. We can handle everything. All right, no filter, opening your communication expression. Why do women like it? Because it is emotionally engaging. What I mean by that is that you stay away from boring conversation of where are you from, what is your job, what is your favorite color. Okay, those kind of things are kind of boring. But if you throw in there some kind of, you know, open thing. I mean, even what's your favorite color can be a great one. To be honest, you can definitely get her emotionally engaged in that. So, for example, you can say to a girl like, "What's your favorite color?" And you could be like, even before she answers, you could be like, "You know what? Let me guess." Okay, you pause. Okay, tension's building up. Okay, she's thinking, "Oh, this guy doesn't know my favorite color. What the fuck?" And you're like, "You know what? You're the kind of girl that would wear something ridiculously bright." Okay. Emotional, boom, okay? It's still all about favorite color. You're still guessing it. She's thinking, what the fuck? She might even say that. You'd be like, so your favorite color is, and then you can even build on it again. You're building, this is all emotional engagement from her, because she doesn't know what you're going to say. And you can kind of hold it back a little bit too. And you can even eliminate a color. You'd be like, you know what? You're not a blue kind of girl, because you seem a little bit over the top, a little bit of a drama queen, okay? There you go. So you're eliminating things and you're making assumptions about her. So this is the kind of thing which is no filter. You're just saying what comes to your mind. And did you notice that what I said actually isn't really offensive? It's just teasing, right? It's just teasing. And then in the end, I'll be like, you know what, your favorite color is purple or whatever. Or even we can say like, you know what, say your favorite color after 3, okay? 3, 2, 1. Sometimes they don't say it. And then you can tease them about that. Like, oh, right, okay, you know, you don't even know your favorite color, or you don't even know how to count down from 3. Like, why didn't you say your color? Okay? And if you get it right, then you look like a G. If you get it wrong, you can even say to her, no, your favorite color is not that. You got it wrong. I got it right. You can tease her, right? But this is all being open in your communication. You're not too worried about what she's going to say or how she's going to view you. Okay? Super powerful, by the way. And my favorite color example, actually, as I was saying, I was thinking maybe it's not the best, but I kind of just showed you it is pretty fucking good. So, yeah. Anyway, goals. Simple. She needs to know there's a future. She needs to know there is a future to some degree. Okay? She's not obviously thinking about getting married to you straight away, but she needs to know, like, is this guy got a life outside me? What's he's got for his future? Is it bright? There you go. That's a simple one. Unapologetic, kind of similar to no filter, but, you know, as men, we throughout the test of time, apart from maybe the past 100 years or so, we've had to stick by our opinions and fight for them. Fight for what we believe in. I mean, I suppose World War I and World War II as well. But we've got to fight for what we believe in. And this is just so powerful. This is true manhood, right? You know, we have an idea and we stick by it. We go for it, okay? We don't apologize for it. Women respect that. Respect our authority and our strength to defend ideas, okay? And this can be, you know, imagine you go on a date and you go to a restaurant and you know it's a good restaurant and you sit down, everything's cool, the waiter comes, maybe she or he is rude, okay? What are you going to do? Apologize to the girl? No. You're going to say like, you know what, this waiter's a little bit rude, but trust me, this restaurant is super good. Food comes. She orders whatever, you order whatever, your food's great, her food is shit. Okay? Now, again, dealing with that in a way, you know, if I was you guys, if it is super bad, you bring the waiter over and be like, listen, that's not good enough. Okay? You say it politely, but you do that. But anyway, that's something else. But then she's got a thing in her mind like, oh, well, this guy, you know, he chose this restaurant and actually it's not that good. Like, what the fuck? But you defend it. You don't apologize for taking it there. You know it's good. Okay, maybe they're having an off day. You just say that. Like, listen, you know what? Sorry about your food, but I promise you right now, this restaurant is pretty fucking good. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll come again. But next time, I have another restaurant in mind, so we can go there. Okay, and you just hold it down. You don't say, you know what? I'm really sorry. Like, I didn't mean to bring you to this restaurant. Here's my balls on a plate, and you can eat them instead. Well, I mean, not in that way, but in a little kind of baby way. No. You hold your ground, okay? That's it. Same with, you know, political ideas as well, but I don't recommend talking about politics on a first date or even second date. Anyway, humor. Well, what do I need to say about humor? Why do women like humor? They like having a good time. Ha ha. Girls just want to have fun. Just want to have fun. Like the song. Yeah. Okay, there's a fine line between making a laugh and being a clown. Sprinkle in humor. Okay, let's put that here. Sprinkle in humor. Sprinkle. Little bit of humor every now and again. Don't be the clown. Please don't be the clown. She will get drier than the Sahara. Do not be the clown. Okay, next one. Social. If you're socially accepted by other people, it increases your value through passive attraction. So what I mean by that is, if other people accept you, you must be cool to some degree. If other hot girls accept you, you must be cool and attractive to some degree. So basically, an idea is when you go to bars and restaurants, make friends with the people working there, especially if she's a cute girl. Now, I know there's temptation to get the girl's number or whatever. You know what? Ideally, you're talking to a girl in these places who works in these places who has a boyfriend. Make friends with her, because then when you take another girl there, I mean, it's passive attraction to the waitress, but when you take another girl there, you know the girl. You're like, oh, hey, Hey Jenny, how are you doing tonight? You having a good night? Cool. Yeah, I'm just here with my date, Jessica. So yeah, if you have a table, you know, a nice quiet table, if you can, Jenny, I would appreciate that a lot. This girl, on the other hand, the one that you're on a date with, is thinking, what the fuck? This girl knows the waitress by name. The waitress is super pretty. What the fuck? And you know what? It's even more powerful if the waitress looks completely the opposite of your date. And then yeah, so that'll play in the mind. And you know what? The beauty of it is, if the waitress has a boyfriend, okay, but you've been friendly to her, like before in the past, both the girls are gonna think about you in a specific way. The waitress is thinking, why this guy's dating a really hot girl? Like, oh, he must be fairly attractive. And if the girl looks like the opposite of her, she'll be like, oh, maybe I'm not his type. That's why he doesn't ask me out. Okay? Your date is thinking, how does he know the waitress? Okay, has he been here before with a girl? Is that his ex? Is that his friend? Why does she look different to me? Does he fancy her more than me? Am I hot enough for him? Beautiful, beautiful. So, let's say passive attraction. Okay, it's passive attraction basically, and acceptance that you are actually a cool guy. That you are cool. Alright, the next one is actually the last one, his rules. Again, king. I'm talking about king, okay? She looks at you as the king. She looks at you as, he knows what he wants and he goes for it. That is super attractive for a girl. And he makes a decision and he rolls with it, and he's not going to look back. No regrets, okay? Living in no regret. No regret. Like a fucking king, like going to war on the front line, leading by charge. No regret. I'm leading my army. I'm doing that. You either jump on board or you go to another pathetic little person or pathetic king, alright? So that's it. Good. There we go. You need a balance of all of them, by the way. All of them, and I mean that. If you want the hottest girls. If you want some basic girl, then you know you can get rid of some of them. But if you want the truly, truly hot girls, the ones that are not just pretty, but who are basically dying to be with you, begging for you, and it can happen, okay? If you haven't experienced it before, I'm telling you right now, if you have a great balance of these traits, it's not that difficult to find, okay? So, I mean, you go out of your house, you see a pretty girl, okay? Every pretty girl works in different ways, but they abide by these traits that they're attracted to. It's literally ingrained in their biology. So, anyway, guys, that is a full video for the traits that you need. You guys need to be working on this shit, okay? I'm telling you right now, if you're not working on all of them, what are you doing, okay? If you're not working on them and your dating life is not in the position you want, you need to work on them, alright? Now, you can send me a message. I have a website. I can put it in the description, but it's basically bethatsocialguy.com, bethatsocialguy.com/services if you want to book a free 30-minute call, completely free. You can email me, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff. Send me a message, and I can help you get these traits and therefore help you in your dating life as well. So do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, ask questions in comments as well. I don't understand why people don't ask questions in the comments. I'm going to answer them for free. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. This video is actually, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to show off, but this video has so much value that you need to either save it, you need to rewatch it, yeah, that's all I'm going to say, because you abide by this, and trust me, you're gonna be successful. Right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.